For the last 3 years, we have all been screaming the exact same complaint at Apple. We love the technology. We love the power. But we hate the brick on our wrists. The Apple Watch Ultra has been an incredible tool, a survival machine, and a status symbol. But let's be honest with each other. It is thick. It is heavy. It is bulky. For a massive number of people, it is simply unwearable with a suit, a tight shirt, or even just for sleeping. We have been waiting year after year for Apple to figure out the impossible physics of putting that ultra power into a design that actually looks sleek. We wanted the beast without the burden. Well, I have news for you. The wait is finally over. The leaks for the Apple Watch Ultra 4 have just landed, and they paint a picture of a device that sounds almost impossible. In 2026, Apple isn't just releasing another watch. They are attempting to do something they have never done in the history of the wearable lineup. They're shrinking the device while expanding the power. This isn't just an upgrade. This is a rewrite of the rules. Today, we're going to dive deep into exactly how they're pulling this off, why this specific model might signal the end of the budget iPhone, and why this might be the most controversial Apple Watch launch we have ever seen. Let's start with the visual shock, because this is what everyone is going to notice first. If you were to take the Apple Watch Ultra 1, the Ultra 2, and the current Ultra 3 and line them up on a table, you would be looking at triplets. Identical clones. Apple found a design that worked for rugged environments, and they stuck to it like glue. But the Ultra 4 is breaking that cycle violently. The supply chain reports indicate a massive, fundamental shift in the chassis design. We are no longer looking at that tall, blocky tower of titanium sitting on your wrist. We are looking at a significantly slimmer profile. This is the news that half the community has been begging for since day one. Imagine the rugged durability you expect from the Ultra, the ability to smash it against a rock while climbing or dive deep into the ocean, but paired with the low profile of the Series 10 or 11. It is effectively the best of both worlds. You get the tank-like build quality without looking like you strapped a diving computer to your arm for a dinner date. Now, usually when a company shrinks a device, you expect compromises. You expect the screen to get smaller or the buttons to get harder to press. But the leaks suggest the exact opposite is happening here. The screen isn't shrinking. In fact, the display might actually get slightly larger. Apple is reportedly pushing the bezels out to the absolute bleeding edge, effectively eliminating the black borders. This gives you a massive canvas on your wrist, more room for complications, maps, and data, without the massive weight penalty. It creates an optical illusion where the watch feels smaller because it's thinner, but looks bigger because the screen is immersive. It is a design feat that changes the philosophy of the watch from rugged tool to everyday essential. But this brings us directly to the controversy. In the tech world, thinner is almost always a code word for worse battery life. We know Apple. We know their history. They're obsessed with thinness. They would happily sacrifice a few hours of battery life just to make a device look better in a glossy commercial or to shave off a millimeter for a spec sheet. And with the Ultra, the battery life is the holy grail. It is the one reason many people buy it over the standard series. So, if they're making it thinner, the battery must be smaller, right? And if the battery is smaller, the runtime must drop. That is basic physics. However, the leak for the Ultra 4 suggests something surprising, something that frankly doesn't make sense at first glance. The battery life is expected to stay the same, holding strong at that multi-day mark, or even improve slightly. How is that physically possible? How do you shrink the fuel tank, but keep the car driving for the same distance? The answer isn't in the battery technology itself. It is in the brain of the device. The Apple Watch Ultra 4 will feature the S11 chip. Now, usually a processor bump is boring news. It means things open a millisecond faster. Who cares? But this year, the S11 is not the headline. The real headline is the connectivity suite that lives next to it. We're talking about the integration of the C1X and N1 chips. These are Apple's proprietary, custom-built silicon chips designed specifically for 5G, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi management. You have to understand why this matters. In previous years, and on almost all current smartwatches, the modem, the part of the watch that talks to the cell tower or the satellite, is a battery vampire. It drains your watch faster than the screen, faster than the GPS, faster than anything else. If you have ever left your watch on LTE mode away from your phone, you have watched the percentage drop like a stone. That is because maintaining a signal requires constant power. But these new custom chips, the C1X and N1, are hyper-efficient. They are designed from the ground up by Apple to stay connected to high-speed 5G networks and orbital satellites without killing your power supply. This is how Apple is cheating physics. They are saving so much energy on the wireless connections that they can afford to put a smaller physical battery inside a thinner case and still get you through a weekend of camping. They are balancing the equation not by adding more power, but by stopping the waste of power. Speaking of camping, let's look at the toolkit you're actually getting, because this ties into the idea that this watch might replace your phone. The Ultra 3 set a remarkably high bar with standalone 5G and that incredible satellite connectivity for SOS calls in the wilderness. The Ultra 4 keeps all of that, but because of the new chips, it utilizes them better. It is still the ultimate survival tool. If you're lost in the desert, stuck on a mountain, or floating in the ocean, this watch is your lifeline. It can beacon your location to emergency services without needing an iPhone anywhere near you. But now is a lifeline that doesn't feel like a weight on your wrist. It is becoming a device for everyone, not just the extreme athletes or the marathon runners. This shift is why people are whispering about the end of the iPhone 17e or other budget models. If your watch has a massive screen, all-day battery life on cellular, connects to the fastest 5G networks, pairs seamlessly with your AirPods for calls and music, and looks good enough to wear to the office, do you really need a basic phone? The Ultra 4 is moving us closer to that standalone reality. It is no longer an accessory to the iPhone. It is a partner. And for some, it might be the only device they need for a quick run to the grocery store or a night out. However, I need to pause the hype train for a moment. I need to be the bearer of bad news. There is one rumor that just won't die. Every single year, the comment section is filled with people asking about it. Every tech blog writes about it. And I need to kill it right now, so you don't get your hopes up and end up disappointed. Glucose monitoring. We all want it. The idea of tracking blood sugar non-invasively, without needles, just by wearing a watch, is the holy grail of health tech. It would change the lives of millions of diabetics and health-conscious people instantly. It is the future, but according to the most reliable sources for the 2026 supply chain, it is not happening with the Ultra 4. It is just not there yet. Apple has the tech. They have working prototypes in their labs, but the accuracy is currently sitting at around 80% to 85%. For a consumer toy, that might be fine. But for a medical device that people rely on to dose insulin or make health decisions, that is dangerous. That is a lawsuit waiting to happen. Apple needs it to be nearly perfect, 99.9% accurate, before they release it to the public. They're not going to risk their reputation or your health on a beta feature. So if you're planning to buy the Ultra 4, buy it for the new design, buy it for the speed, buy it for the connectivity. Do not buy it for a health feature that does not exist yet. We are getting closer, but 2026 is not the year. Now, let's talk about the other painful part of reality, your wallet. Innovation isn't cheap. Miniaturization isn't cheap. In 2025, we got lucky. The price of the Ultra stayed steady at $799. We got used to that price point. But 2026 is looking like a different beast entirely. With this new, slimmer manufacturing process, the larger edge-to-edge screen, the custom C1X silicon, and the fluctuating state of global tariffs and component costs, the cost to build this watch is rising. Apple has absorbed some of these costs in the past, but they can't do it forever. There's a very real chance, a high probability, that we see a price hike this year. We could be looking at a jump to $849 or even $899. That pushes the watch into a new tier of luxury. You have to ask yourself the hard question, is it worth an extra $50 or $100 just for a thinner design? Is the aesthetic of a sleek watch worth that much cash? Personally, I think the design overhaul justifies the price. The biggest complaint was the bulk. Fixing the biggest complaint costs money, but I know many of you might disagree. Many of you preferred the bulk because it felt like you were getting more for your money. It's a debate we are going to see raging in the comment section all year. So, when can you make that decision? When can you actually see this thing? September 2026. As clockwork as ever, Apple will likely unveil this in the second week of September. It is going to be the star of the show, sitting right next to the new iPhone lineup. And honestly, it might steal the spotlight. While phones are getting incrementally better, this watch is getting a fundamental transformation. This brings me to my final point, and it is a big one. This channel is growing because of you. We are building a massive community of tech lovers here. I want to get back to you guys. I am currently running a massive international giveaway for an iPhone 17 Pro Max. This is the top-tier model, the Beast, with a physical SIM slot, so it works in every single country around the world. I am picking a winner in mid-January 2026, which is right around the corner. You do not want to miss this. To enter, you need to do two simple things. First, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You have to be a subscriber to win. Second, and this is crucial, I want you to head down to the comments section right now. Tell me, what is the one piece of tech gear you're planning to buy before the end of 2026? Is it this Ultra 4? Is it a new laptop? Is it a VR headset? Let me know in the comments below. I read through them, and that is how I'll be picking our winner. The Apple Watch Ultra 4 is shaping up to be the most refined, sophisticated, wearable Apple has ever made. It is the moment the Ultra stops being just a rugged sports watch for divers and climbers and starts being the ultimate watch for everyone. It is the evolution we have been waiting for. If you enjoyed this deep dive and you're excited about the future of wearable tech, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel. Share this video with your tech-loving friends so they know what's coming, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the winner announcement for the iPhone. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.